appreciate immediate usage of your facilities.
Oh, come right in.
I'll be coming in now.
It's always Hetalia. Oh dear, so I have a story for you. From sophomore year till now, I ran a multi-fandom blog. I wrote stories for different characters. I'll admit, those stories did revolve around a certain and somewhat popular kink. It wasn't too bad, and I was rather proud of the things I wrote, so I kept at it until recently. I deleted the blog soon after entering college due to personal reasons. When I first made the blog, I slowly got more popular with my headcanons, stories, and roleplays. I was very pleased. I made some good friends too, but along this, I met quite a few interesting people. I have a lot of stories I could tell, but I will tell this one. I met this girl that I'll call Daisy. Now, Daisy was an interesting person. She was the sort of person who would frequently make posts talking about how miserable she was, how depressed she was. Sometimes her posts would be pretty strange or vague, so we would simply have to run to her aid and see what was going on or have her clarify. Having depression myself, I knew that she must be having a hard time, and I believed every word. But something told me that wasn't the case after a while. One day, Daisy asked me to write a story about Finland. I was new to the Hetalia fandom at the time and didn't know too much about Finland, so I turned it down. And we left it at that. Fast forward about 2 months later, and two of my friends, one I'll call Monkey for now and the other Bear, messaged me. They said Daisy was starting to hurt herself. So I came to Daisy and started talking to her to convince her not to. She wasn't listening to me and kept going on about how she was worthless, so on and so forth. I was getting desperate and kept trying to talk to her. Now at one point I told her something like, "I'll do anything for you, just please don't, I'll blah blah blah, blah blah blah, write the Finland story if you want." So on, so on. She suddenly stopped everything and said, "A Finland story would be nice." At the time, I just was relieved and went ahead, planning out what she had wanted. And she stopped talking about hurting herself, and it was only later that I realized what had happened. I hadn't seen her in a while, but apparently she's a whole different person now. She's not chronically depressed anymore. Well, good for her. Fuck's sake.
先輩、松岡先輩、絶好調ですよ。そんなダメです先輩。死んだりしちゃ。ちっげえよ。先輩。明日からまた練習。付き合いよな。